Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Everything Sense, the series where we cover your favorite esports personalities, players, former pros, and creators. Leave a comment down below who you guys want us to cover next week, but this week, certainly a special one, and one I've wanted to cover for quite some time, that being the story of Shroud, Everything Sense, retiring from Counter-Strike. All of it starting back in April of 2018, where Shroud initially retired from Counter-Strike to become a full-time streamer. Now, before all this, he had been streaming on and off. Once his official retirement did come through, though, he went full-time on Twitch and eventually left Cloud9. In June of that same year, Shroud would team up with his friend and still rival Dr. Disrespect to win DreamHack Austin's PUBG tournament. He would go on to win many Twitch rivals and Code Reds ever since then, but just a month later, he was also banned from PUBG in a 30-day ban that most people oversaw, as he apparently teamed with hackers after jumping into a moving vehicle along with them as a joke. Unfortunately, PUBG didn't take it as a joke. And then in October of 2018, it was actually Shroud continuing his success and achievements when it comes time for other events. One of few events actually put on by Blackout was the Black Ops 4 Doritos Bowl, which he did win, and his team taking home $100,000. Later that year, near the end of 2018, it was actually him returning to Counter-Strike for the first time in a while after coming back and practicing with the Old Guys Club. Unfortunately enough, the team decided to withdraw from their minor run for the future CSGO Major. If you guys actually forgot about this, the team chose to withdraw because Shroud had another event scheduled during those same minor qualifiers. It was a sad, sad time, but the Old Guys Club actually had a chance to make a CSGO Major, unfortunately cut just a bit short. Finally, in March of 2019, he broke records when it came time for Twitch. He was already on a dramatic rise, but breaking 114,000 subs, which at the time was more than double the next highest streamer, also at the time, that being Tim the Tatman. Later in that same month, Shroud, along with Ninja, were being paid huge sums of money to play games like Apex Legends. Shroud still plays the game to this day. Reported numbers that Ninja was paid, and Shroud, likely along the same lines of the amount, was $1 million for opening Apex Legends weekend. And still in that same month of March, it was actually Shroud getting involved in a very serious scooter incident, flying over the handlebars and seriously injuring his left elbow, including some torn ligaments and also fractures. It actually required surgery to fix, but Shroud was still back on Twitch with his left arm in a cast just 2 days later. And then in August 2019, it was actually Shroud, ironically enough, saying he was fed up with Twitch Rivals events. He announced he'd be done playing them for the time being, despite having won several throughout 2018, 2019, even earlier as well. And just the next month, why I say ironically enough, he was done with Twitch Rivals because he was also done with Twitch, announcing his gigantic move following Ninja to Mixer.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah,
What you doing?
I'm making moves.
Benji misses you.
Oh, hi, Benji.
And despite the dramatic fall of viewership that both Ninja and Shroud underwent in their moves from Twitch to Mixer, Shroud, still to end 2019, won Content Creator of the Year at the Game Awards, despite also not even showing up to the events. And still later in that same month, Shroud took part in a study with Linus Tech and NVIDIA, seeing how FPS and hertz rate affect performance. It also revealed, fun fact, that the higher the FPS, the higher the monitor hertz, the better Shroud's performance got. And finally, in March of this year, it was revealed that Nation had offered Shroud initial ownership in the 100 Thieves brand. Despite declining that offer, Shroud still sticks to this day. Even with the massive success 100 Thieves has seen, he regrets nothing.
You know, I don't want to truly give input on any decision because that would be too much work for me. And then obviously he offered for me to just be a streamer and stuff, but I don't want to be a streamer as part of any org. You know, I don't want to tie myself to a brand but my own.
Also later that month, Shroud revealed his thoughts on the controller and aim assist debate going on in esports, and he now has made his official stance that mouse and keyboards should be completely separate from controllers in tournaments and esports.
I've always been like this, and I've always said there shouldn't be aim assist or controllers or whatever in tournaments. Like, you shouldn't mix it. Either you go only controller or you go only PC.
And most recently, making this video very well timed, April of this year 2020, Shroud just this past week showed us all he is still an aim god and one of the best in FPS, as he won the first ever Valorant event put on by 100 Thieves, winning against Summit 1G's team, with his team composed of all former Counter-Strike pros. Despite that, though, many teams had plenty of good Counter-Strike guys go off the event. Shroud was one of them. As per usual, I hope you guys all enjoy the story of Everything Sense. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Who do you want me to cover next time? We hope you all enjoy. Shroud certainly has a great story ahead of him, and I will be covering his future story here on this channel at Esports Talk. Until next time, drink your water, drink your coffee. I'll see you guys all back here sometime soon.